the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny that turned pocket change into a treasure hunt. Before you throw another old penny into a jar, stop and take a closer look, because one tiny 1946 Lincoln wheat penny could be hiding a story worth far more than 1 cent. La Coins World. Most people see old pennies as nothing more than spare change. They sit forgotten in drawers, buried in coin jars, or passed from hand to hand without a second thought. But what if I told you that some 1946 sweet pennies have become the center of incredible treasure stories? And what if one of them is sitting in your home right now? Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal the secret details collectors search for when hunting valuable 1946 Lincoln wheat pennies. The final clue might completely change the way you look at old coins forever. Let's begin. The year was 1946. World War II had finally ended. Millions of soldiers were returning home. Families were rebuilding their lives. America was entering a new era of hope and prosperity. And during that historic year, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln wheat pennies. At the time, nobody considered them special. People used them to buy candy, newspapers, and everyday necessities. They were ordinary coins living ordinary lives, or so everyone thought. Decades later, collectors discovered that some 1946 sweet pennies were anything but ordinary. Certain examples contain rare characteristics that transformed simple pocket change into prized treasures. And that's where our story begins. Imagine a young woman helping her grandmother clean out an old house. Inside a dusty wooden cabinet sits a small glass jar filled with pennies collected over generations. Most are dark and worn. Nothing seems unusual, but one coin catches her eye. A bright 1946 Lincoln wheat penny with sharp details and an unusual shine. Curious, she takes it to a local coin expert. The expert examines it carefully under a magnifying glass. Minutes later, he looks up with a smile. That ordinary-looking penny is worth far more than 1 cent. Suddenly, a forgotten coin becomes a family treasure. Stories like this happen more often than people realize. That is why collectors never stop searching, because hidden treasures can appear where nobody expects them. Now let's talk about what makes the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny so interesting. The coin features Abraham Lincoln on the front. On the reverse are 2 wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent. This iconic design gave the coin its famous nickname, the wheat penny. The 1946 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. Denver coins feature a D. San Francisco coins display an S. Millions were produced, but only a small number survived in exceptional condition. And condition is everything. A heavily worn penny may be worth only a small premium, but a coin with brilliant original color and razor-sharp details can attract intense interest from collectors, especially when that coin has remained untouched for decades. But now we enter the most exciting part of the story, the treasure hunt, because sometimes the real value isn't in the date, it's in the mistakes during the minting process. Machines occasionally made errors. Most mistakes were caught and destroyed, but some escaped, and those surviving error coins have become legendary among collectors. Imagine discovering a penny where the design appears doubled, or a coin struck slightly off-center, or a die crack stretching dramatically across the surface. Each error tells a unique story from inside the mint, and collectors love unique stories. One collector purchased a small bag of old pennies at a garage sale for only a few dollars. The coins appeared completely ordinary, but hidden among them was a rare coin from 1946. What started as a casual purchase became the discovery of a lifetime. The value of that single penny exceeded the price of the entire bag many times over. Now think about this. How many old coin collections remain hidden in attics? How many jars full of pennies are sitting untouched in closets? How many valuable coins are still waiting to be discovered? That mystery keeps collectors searching year after year, because every old penny carries a possibility that one small coin could change everything. But the surprises don't stop there. Some of the most valuable 1946 wheat pennies aren't error coins at all. They're simply beautiful examples preserved in extraordinary condition. Copper coins naturally darken over time. Finding one with bright original red color is much more difficult than most people think. Collectors pay close attention to color. A penny that still displays its original mint red appearance can command significantly more attention than one that has turned brown, and one that red coin also has sharp details and almost no wear. Excitement begins to build. Now imagine opening an old coin album that hasn't been touched in 50 years. Inside sits a nearly perfect 1946 wheat penny, protected from the elements, protected from circulation, protected from time itself. That kind of discovery is the dream every collector hopes to experience. And sometimes dreams come true. But before you rush to polish every old penny you own, there's something important you need to know. Never clean old coins. This is one of the biggest mistakes beginners make. Cleaning may make a coin look shiny, but to collectors, it often destroys value. Original surfaces are treasured. Once they're altered, they can never be restored. So if you find a promising 1946 wheat penny, leave it exactly as it is. The natural appearance could be one of its most valuable features. Now let's return to the mystery we mentioned as the beginning. What is the secret detail collectors search for? The answer is a combination of factors: strong original color, sharp strike quality, minimal wear, and unusual mint errors. When these characteristics come together, a simple penny becomes something extraordinary. That's why collectors study every detail, because sometimes the smallest feature creates the biggest difference. And somewhere out there, another valuable 1946 wheat penny is still waiting to be found. Maybe it's hidden in a coin jar, maybe it's resting inside an old collection, or maybe it's sitting unnoticed in a box of forgotten family keepsakes, right now, at this very moment, waiting for someone to recognize its importance. Before we finish, I want you to think about something. How many times have you ignored old pennies? How many opportunities might have slipped through your fingers without you even knowing? The next time you come across a wheat penny, take a closer look. Check the date. Look for the mint mark. Study the details. Because one small coin from 1946 could hold a fascinating story and a surprising value. And that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. The possibility, the mystery, the treasure hunt. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below telling us whether you've ever found an old wheat penny in your pocket change. And here's one final question. If you discovered a rare 1946 Lincoln wheat penny worth thousands of dollars, would you keep it as a piece of history or sell it immediately? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember that sometimes the greatest treasures come in the smallest packages. This script is designed for approximately 10 minutes of narration with strong audience retention, suspense, engagement questions, and treasure hunt storytelling throughout.